hello YouTube. I might have pushed the memory limits a little bit too far this time. I was reading online on the forums on a subreddit on, I think it was NES Classic Mini Mod or whatever the name of the subreddit is, and apparently you can actually fit more games than the 85. Now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. You have to delete the original 30 games on it. You have to just hide them. So, without going into too much detail, there's basically I think a 255 limit on images. So, each game that comes preloaded on here has 6 images. It's the box image, the little mini thumbnail on the bottom, and then the 4 images for your save states. So that's 6 each. So, and pixel art too, I think. It's something like that, whatever. So, what you have to do is you have to delete or hide those games. Now, when you hide them, it doesn't load them. So if it doesn't load them, it doesn't count, okay? That's the best way to think about it. So, what I did was I actually hid them and I just reloaded most of them back on, except for, like, I don't know, Ice Climber and Kid Icarus. I gotta put Kid Icarus back on there too. So, right now, I'm up to actually 112 games. 112. So I'm not going to read off every single game, but just as proof, I'll scroll through the list and everything while I'm talking. So it worked really well. I was actually expecting it to crash. Now here's the problem. Here's the caveat. If you the more games you put on here, the less save states you can use. So if you're just having friends over and this and that, and you're playing games or whatever, and you're just playing like party games, don't bother saving. Otherwise, if you save too much, it's going to cause, I believe, the C8 error. I can't remember if that's the right code for it, but it's going to cause that error to go through. So, just don't save, unless you really have to. Like, if it's like Ninja Gaiden, and you're tired of playing it, and you're like, screw this, or an RPG, you just have no choice. You're going to have to save. So, right now, I believe I can only, if memory serves me correctly, I can actually only store 18 saves right now. I can only store 18. So if I go over that 18 cap, like I just said, it's game over, and I'm gonna have to remove the games first, and then I'll probably remove random games, then delete the save games, and then go from there. Because I don't believe there's an easy way to just manually delete save games without doing a factory reset. So you have to have the game on your console to delete it, and if you can't access it because it crashes, then you're up the creek as usual. So it is working. It is stable. I'm gonna switch to another game just to show it, because I just actually played Castlevania. So now it's loading Jaws. No problems with that. I really don't feel like catching Jaws right now, so I'm gonna turn that off. And as you can see, I'm about halfway done with the list, and I'm still charging through. There's a ton of games. I put Mega Man 1 through 6 on here as well too. Let's fire up one of those just to see it work. Hopefully. I don't think there's any problems with the Mega Man games on this, although I haven't looked into it. I know there was a graphic screen, title screen glitch, or sorry, menu screen glitch. But not much can be said with that, because I believe it was an original game glitch too. It seems to be jumpy or jittery. I don't know, seems fine to me. Alright, cool. So this thing just keeps getting better and better. I can't recommend enough. You gotta mod this thing. Alright, let's see. And that's the custom Metroid game. Homebrew. Well, actually, it's more of a hack / homebrew. So it's stable. That's all that really matters. That's all that matters. As I go through all the games. This is a 2-player hack of POW. I haven't tested it yet, but supposedly it works great. So I put the 2-player hack version instead, just because I wanted people to actually play it. I want mainly 2-player games. I know that's what a lot of people are doing. I beat River City Ransom the other day, which is awesome. As you can see, going through this whole list, tons and tons of games. 112, guys. 112. There's Tecmo Super Bowl 2017. Awesome. There's my save. Turtles 2 and 3. Add Tengen Tetris so we can play co-op Tetris. Which is awesome. Those, it puts all at the bottom. So I might reorganize those at one point. Wall Street Kid. And then I forgot the title art on Zelda 2. So that brings this video to a close. Again, I'm up to 112. I'm really going past the safety limits on this thing. So that's probably going to be it. I might actually kind of refine it and remove a couple of games here and there, just so I have a little bit more padding, because I wanted to get to at least 30 saves, just in case, you know? So yeah, I got to use a save feature sometimes, you know? Life gets in the way. So if you guys have any questions or anything, just like or subscribe. You know, give me some feedback. So far, I've had some pretty positive feedback on this. And like I said, if you have any questions or anything, I can answer them. I know one of the questions was, do Japanese games run on this? And the answer is yes. I actually should have showed you that. Sorry. Hang on a second. Here's Galaxian. Now, this game did not come out for the U.S. markets, as far as I can tell. And look at that. Looks fine to me. This is actually, I believe, a predecessor to Galaga. And I do love shooters. So, that works fine too. So, in closing, Japanese games do run. They're NTSC too. So, you know, Japan runs that as well. PAL games, I actually said PAL games don't run. PAL games run apparently, but too fast. They run too fast. Because of the, you know, the 25 frames a second, whatever the hell PAL is, whatever. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll post another video when I got more content. Thank you. Bye-bye.